It's good, everybody. I just wanted to get on here. I know it's been a minute, but I just wanted to talk about in recent events, everything that's going on. I want to ask a serious question. I want to know: do y'all think the Democratic Party is the new Illuminati? And I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be funny and none of that, right? I'm just looking at all the events that's taking place since Democrats they now have all the power in Congress. Your man Joe Biden, this is his second year in presidency, and they have all the power. They got the shot now, and it's like they just fumbling the ball. Like crime is out of control in democratic cities and states. Um, there's no family values, no family structure. Like it's like that's just erased. You know, morals, dignity, principles, it's all gone. It's like it's like chaos is going on, running rampant, you know. And like I said, it's like even with Black Lives Matter, like I'm gonna say that too, like the organization that is, you know, the Patrice, whatever her name is, the founder, the leader, which to me she's not really the real leader. The real leader was killed, but that's another story. But with her, she's been caught stealing funds from the organization, paying her baby father this much, paying her family and friends this much, buying mansions, six different mansions. If anybody else, this is the stuff that politicians and religious leaders go to jail for, stealing donation funds. The IRS reported that she ain't really she finessed these people. She took money out of donations and used it for personal gain. And it's like no charges have been brought up on her. She's not in trouble. It's like I never seen this before. Like I think she's really that's like Illuminati ties right there. Cause you know, like with the Illuminati, if you pledge allegiance to them, these secret societies, you pledge allegiance to them, you get the best of everything. You're protected. You don't gotta worry about getting in trouble, and you live your life like just as long as you plugged in with them. You get the best of everything, scotch free. Nothing will happen to you. You're protected. It's just like the Jussie Smollett thing, man. He had Democrats protect him. The Democratic Party protect him. That's why he's been granted leniency. He's not even in jail for that nonsense he pulled. You understand? Because he's um aligned with the right party. You understand? So it's like anybody that's aligned and pledge allegiance to the Democrats, you're gonna be protected. You're not gonna deal with no trouble. They're gonna put you in the right places that you want to be in. You're gonna get the first this. Um, you're gonna be set free. You're not gonna have to deal with no charges. Another example, Charlemagne the God. You know, he's getting all these looks, TV shows, and all this stuff because he's plugged in with Angela Rye, the politician, Democrat Party. So he's getting all these looks, TV shows, and they keep flopping, but he keeps on getting the opportunity, which is crazy. Like, there's a lot of people that if you side with the Democratic Party 100% and pledge allegiance to them, you're gonna get the best looks. You're gonna get the most opportunities. You're not gonna have to worry about being charged for nothing or too much backlash. The public might give you the backlash, but the Democratic Party, they gonna look out for you and make sure you're good. Like you're gonna get things free. You're not gonna really have to deal with too much. Like I said, the only thing you're gonna have to deal with is the public opinion, but you're gonna be good. They're gonna look out for you. They're gonna take care of you, so you don't gotta worry. So that's why I'm like, yo, is this has the Democratic Party become the Illuminati? And it's funny because now there's a problem in there's a shortage in baby formula. So it's like, yo, like it's just everything since this guy got it, since Joe Biden got into office, it's just been going downhill. Gas prices is up, inflation is up. I knew it was gonna be a problem with the oil from the first time. The first thing he did when he got into office was cut the pipeline, and that killed thousands of jobs. Once he did that, I said, "Yo, I feel like this is gonna go in the wrong direction." And he did that like probably like his third day in the office. So I knew that was gonna come back to haunt us some way or form. Then he's passing all these rights for transgenders and female sports, stuff like that. Like it's just chaotic, man. Like it's just chaos out here. And the anti, he's not doing nothing for no black the black community, the same people he said helped voted him in. He's passing anti-Asian hate bill crimes faster than he's passing any legislation to protect black people. The only stupid things he did for black people is give them a fake holiday, June 16th, which is really nothing, and that anti lynching crime bill, which is a waste of a bill. Cause come on, like that's not going on. How often is people getting lynched nowadays? Like it's not like a common thing. You understand? Like that's a waste of a bill. Like he promised to give us give black people a George Floyd anti-black hate crime bill. He promised that around that whole George Floyd situation. He never delivered on his promise. He promised to erase all student debt. He never delivered on that promise. You understand? He just giving promises, empty promises, and not delivering, and just everything's been going bad. Crime is up. Crime is up to the point where now they passing laws like smash and grab, where if you could steal anything in the store as long as it don't come up to I think $1,000 and up, you good. Like the police is not gonna come arrest you or nothing. They defunded the police, so the police presence is not really around to arrest anybody no more. They don't do the sweet street and none of that. So it's like that's another reason why crime went up and a lot of murders and stuff like that and robberies been going on in train stations and all over the country. California, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore. These are all Democratic states, and it's just been the crime been sky roof. They said I think in New York they said since the early '90s it's been the highest crime has been. You understand? They're not really doing nothing to solve the problems, man. Like when you younger, they condition it in your head to say, oh, Republicans is the bad guy. Because when I was younger, that's what they told us. You know, Republicans is the bad guys. They're the bad guys. They only for the rich and this and that. And Democrats is the good guys. They're the ones that got your best interests at heart. But now it's looking like, nah, it don't look like that no more. Like, and then anytime you try to have freedom of speech, which everybody's granted to have, especially on social media, they shut it down. They ain't trying to hear it. They trying to make you look like the fool, the bad guy, anybody that speak out against any of this stuff. So that's why I say, like, yo, do you think this is the new Illuminati? Because they want complete control over everything. Like, you're not allowed to express your opinion on your mind. Like I remember the Joe Biden with the mandates when he was doing that. You couldn't go. Everything was locked down, especially if you were in New York and Democratic states. It was locked down. I'm glad the Republican states wasn't having that. They wasn't. That's like some control dictatorship type thing. So if you ain't had a vaccine card, you wasn't going nowhere really. And it's sad that a lot of people had to make fake vaccine cards and all that type of stuff to move around. Like, but that's how they fought. That's how they pushed it. That's how they pushed it because what they wanted. For the society. Like, you need to tell me somebody can't go to the gym, a health place, even with their mask on. They couldn't go to the gym unless they had a vaccine card. They was really talking about you can't go to the supermarket unless you have a vaccine card. Does that make any sense? That don't make no sense to me. You understand? And he was doing that for like a couple while. Oh yeah, if you would lose your job, your livelihood, if you ain't take the vaccine, so a lot of people had to quit their jobs. A lot of people was forced to take the vaccine. It was just people was protesting against it. It was just out of control with that. And just to I think like just recently this year, like probably like in the middle of it, he took it all back because the Supreme Court had to step in and shut that down, saying that's against the people's rights. And he tried to fight it again, fight against the Supreme Court, and they shut it down again. And that's the only reason why you not everything like he's back. They backpedaled on that. So now this is the funny thing about it now, right? Before you was forced, you had to do it. Anybody that said anything about the vaccine, you was the bad guy. Now he took all that stuff, all the mandates. He took back. They took back all the mandates, and now you don't need a vaccine card or need a vaccine at all no more. So it's like, what was the point of that? What was the point of that? You was saying, oh yeah, the vaccine is gonna keep you protected, which is a lie. It didn't do none of that. It didn't do anything. It wasn't a cure or nothing. You know, people were still dying and catching COVID with it. So to me, I think it was just a money grab. Like, I think they was just getting money. The more people they got to take the vaccine, and the more people they promoted that to and stuff like that, the more and even the media was promoting it. Like the more people they got to take it, they was getting money. Like I don't know how, because I'm not plugged in with what's going on with them and all that, but I know it was some type of money grab that they was getting. Like the more people probably that took it, they probably got a little percentage off it. People's pharmaceuticals was making money. You understand? They was making money off that. You understand? So that's what it come down to a lot of times, man. It's all about money. It's not about the people. They don't care about the people because the people's telling you we don't certain things we don't agree with, and y'all still trying to push it in our face. So and it's just Democrats, man. Like if we look at how Republicans is handling things, they handling things more logical with common sense. Democrats is not doing that. You know, shout out to Rob DeSantis. Like he never shut down Florida. He never closed it or mandated it since. And a lot of other Republican states, they ain't closed nothing, and the people's good. Like everybody, people gonna catch COVID regardless. You understand? But you can't say, oh, if you don't take a vaccine, you're not gonna be able to work. You're not gonna be able to you're not gonna be able to go to the gym. You're not gonna be able to go here. You're not like you're gonna ruin somebody's life because they chose not to take a vaccine. That ain't make no sense, man. Like you're gonna stop somebody's social life and livelihood for a vaccine that's not even proven and wasn't even approved by the FDA. So it was just wild, man. It was just wild. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like this new regime is like an illuminati. Like if you pledge allegiance to them, they're gonna take care of you. You could be stealing donation money. You're gonna be protected, no charges, no jail time. You can make up a whole fake hate crime. You're gonna be protected. You could be a sexual harasser or rape, you know, a guy that been accused of drugging women, and you'll get away with it. You'll be on TV more. Like just pledge allegiance to them. Just go along with what they saying. They promoting this shit. They promote. They promoting this to the children. Like, there's no family values, and they keep on pushing like programs, the wrong programs. They pushing it to the people. Like, I think like welfare and certain other programs, Section 8 and all that, it's to help you get on your feet. It's not meant to be used as something to for you to use forever. You understand? That's that's one thing I think people get misconstrued with the Republicans. They think because you're a Republican or if you support Republicans are saying, "Oh, we got it from the grind and out the mud and blah 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 blah." You should too. Which they right, But certain people gonna take it like an insult, but they're not wrong. Like if you're gonna use a government program, you just use it until you get on your feet, and then once you get on your feet and you're able to make real moves, then that's what it's supposed to be for. It's not supposed to be. It's not meant to be used for something you live off of forever, unless like you you have a disability or something like that. A lot of these people that use these and take advantage of the system and finesse the system, they young, able-bodied working people, but they just know loopholes to get around the system and just live off of welfare checks forever. Like, and that's what the Democratic Party promotes. They don't want to see you be able to get up off your feet and really make something of yourself. They rather just hand you programs and hand you this and hand you that to keep you in stagnant. And by keeping you stagnant, by just giving you all this free access to housing or this and that, they want you to be able to. That's how they keep you to vote for them forever. Because you thinking they helping you, but they're not really helping you. They just enabling you. Like that's like when a child never gets to learn how to become like you raising a child. They get older now. They in manhood. You never taught them nothing, but you continue to do the same things for them. They're gonna need now. It's like a crutch. You enable them so much that they can't support themselves, or they can't fend for themselves. So now they need you, and now you put them in a position where like they gotta always come back to you. You understand? Like it's like a job. They need you now. They can't leave you, so they gonna do what you say because now you have the power. You understand? And I think that's like what the Democratic Party is about. Like now, anyway, yeah. So I just feel like they have too much power. They have all the power now. There's no excuse, and it's things are going from bad to worse. The Ukraine situation, Joe Biden, and that in itself is something like, yo, the U.S. has really no business with that, and you giving them $33 million, $40 million. Now he's talking about giving them $100 million over there, because he's doing business with them and stuff like that, and you know there's a lot of neo-Nazi stuff like that that's go allegedly that's going on over there and stuff like that, and he wants to bring them over here now. Just like illegal immigrants. Before, when you was an immigrant, you had to take the test. Once you pass that, you got your citizenship. Now they got rid of that, so they bringing you over here. You getting your houses, you getting this and that, you getting all these benefits before the people that was born and live here get. And now I think they doing that because those people will vote Democrat no matter what. So it's almost like a way to cripple. You could say the black community. You could say you know yeah, I say the black community or the community people that was born and raised here. Like it's a way to cripple you. It's a way to they just doing things. They're not doing things to help nobody. They doing things to cripple people, if anything. And the immigrants, the illegal immigrants, that's coming here like with no papers, no nothing. They just getting a boat and bringing them here. They're gonna have the advantage over you, and they also, get all the benefits over you. And I think the Democrats know that because they're gonna use those people to have those same people vote for them. Because now those people are gonna be grateful to the Democrats. So in turn, because they gave them everything they wanted, so in turn they vote for them. And I think that's how the Democratic Party is working now. So it's like it's just chaos, man. Like chaos, and nothing is being done to fix it. And for years, like I said, they programmed us to believe, to make us believe they was the good guys. But if you look at the history of the Democratic Party, they was always the bad guys. You understand? They was always the bad guys. There was a lot of white supremacists in there and stuff like that. I don't know how they flipped it. They really did a good magic trick when they flipped it. It made us think that they for black people and they for us. But you know, I think the Republicans of the past, like Ronald Reagan and stuff like that. That's the reason why people will say Republicans are bad guys, because there was a few bad guys that were Republicans and it was racist. But it is what it is. But looking at today's time, you know, you would say Republicans are more the good guys than the bad guys, because to me it looks like that's why, like, we might have voted Democrat in the past, but now it's like, yo, I say give Republicans a chance now, man, because the Democrats, they got their chance and they blowing it big time. And when Trump was in office, he was actually doing stuff, and he actually did stuff for black people. Another thing that got me tight too, what Joe Biden did, because he was a racist, and people, especially up at old age, and once you up there in old age and you have that ideology, it doesn't change. You're just gonna hide it. You're already who you are. He cut the funding for HBC colleges. That had me pissed when I seen that. Like, why would you cut the funding for that? Like, that was to help black people progress. And now he just doing everything to just destroy and dismantle progression. Like, it's just crazy to me. So I just wanted to share my thoughts, you know, about this whole situation, about everything that's going on. And I want to know what y'all think, man. I'm curious to know what y'all think. I wonder if y'all feel the same, or whatever y'all feel. But I just wanted to get that off my chest, man. Like, it's just chaotic out here, man. It's just wild, wild, wild west out here. So you know, let y'all speak how y'all feel, man. So I'm out.